I'm just doing a quick video on my Dobson 1867. I got this banjo a little while back. I sold my other Dobson 1867 to get this one. I don't see the point of having more than one. And thought somebody else might enjoy it, so I sold that one. For a while I regretted it because I had that one set up so perfectly. But through a lot of trial and error, I think I've cracked the code, watching setup videos from guys like Clifton Hicks, and just trial and error. I've finally figured it out. I've got a little more work left to do on this one. Somebody added frets to this banjo. They're brass and they're pretty aged, so I'd imagine probably the 1890s. And you can see here there are professional frets or fret markers on here that don't line up with the way the frets are set in that neck, and I'm pretty peeved about it because they actually damaged, cutting through to put these frets in, they cut through the original rosewood veneer, and someone added these inlays, which they're fine, but I'm eventually gonna put this thing back to original. But anyway, I think to get the plunky sound, that deep bunk 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 plunk noise that you get from a minstrel banjo, the head's not quite as tight. I mean, you can still, there's tension, but I've loosened it up from how I would have an SS Stewart or something like an 1890s banjo, and you can see that very shallow angle from the tailpiece to the bridge there, and this is a fairly low bridge too, and it's solid maple, pretty heavy, fairly thick bridge, and it's actually crow spaced, which I've come to like in this minstrel setup. Clifton would talk about, if you've seen his videos, he talks about putting more downward angle from the tailpiece on these strings to get that angle going up to the bridge to give you a good bright tone. So I went the opposite direction to get a more dull and plunked tone. And also, as he always notes, the straightness, there's the head and the neck, zero angle from the head to the neck. So any angle in the strings is coming from the bridge all the way to the nut there. The other problem is these frets, they'll buzz a little bit here and there, so I gotta get rid of them. I love having a fretless one, but I figured I'll play for a second here. Sounds good finger picked too. project's fun, tedious, frustrating, but also great at the same time. So I think once I get these frets out and new rosewood veneer on here, this thing's gonna sound great fretless, especially because I'll be able to push this bridge more towards the middle where the original scale used to be. Anyway, thanks. And if you had any questions, send me a comment.